Fuel Annual Conclave 2023 and launch of Fuel B School. Media partner CNBC TV 18.
With an impressive outreach of 1 million youth, Fuel provides comprehensive career counseling, scholarships, and establishes partnerships with leading multinational corporations and corporates as part of their corporate social responsibility initiatives for skilling youth. On June 24, 2023, Fuel hosted its annual conclave at its prestigious campus in Bugao, Pune. The event served as a dynamic platform uniting professionals and experts to drive the progress of future skills.
With a huge round of applause, let's welcome Honorable Mangal Prabhat Lodha ji, Mantri Paryatan, Kaushalya Rozgar, Udyojakta व नावीन्यता, महिला व बाल विकास कल्याण.
As the event progressed, Honorable Shri Mangal Prabhat Lodha, the Cabinet Minister for Skills, Employment, Entrepreneurship and Innovation of the Government of Maharashtra, graced the momentous inauguration of Fuel Business School. This significant event marked a transformative milestone, paving the way for industry-relevant skills and innovation in education. Ketan Deshpande, the founder and CEO of Fuel, and Santosh Huralikoppi, the chief mentor of Fuel, took the stage to share their vision for Fuel Business School. Their collective insights and expertise shed light on the school's purpose, objectives, and its commitment to providing industry-relevant education while empowering aspiring professionals.
Last 15 years, sir, we have spread across India, Indonesia, Africa, and many countries. We have impacted 12 lakh youth. We have been supported by large corporates. We have been on the journey of now got the approval for Fuel Business School and the BBA. And now the university, like I was just mentioning, will be a unique university, sir, which has a background of social enterprise, social background, and addressing ESG and various factors. So this university, now that we have received a letter of intent from Government of Maharashtra, now we are on the marching towards setting up this Fuel University, addressing skill and entrepreneurship gap. And we, because of Ketan's background and the overall journey of working in the rural sector and aspirational districts of India, we wish to say that, sir, this university will be the first university dedicated towards rural transformation.
19 साल की उम्र में इस संस्था की शुरुआत की थी, जिस वक्त मैंने सोचा था कि मेरे साथ जो जूनियर मेरे फ्रेंड्स हैं उनको करियर गाइडेंस और काउंसलिंग मिले, और इस मोटिव से मैंने ये संस्था शुरू की। सर, मेरी माता न्यायाधीश थी, तो हम हर 3 साल अलग अलग जिलाओं में जाते थे, तो मुझे काफ़ी तकलीफ होती थी करियर की इन्फॉर्मेशन मिलने के लिए और काफ़ी अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ मिलने के लिए। और उसी समय मैंने ठान लिया था कि मैं कुछ करूँगा हमारे युवाओं के लिए। तो मैंने एक किताब लिखी जिसमें अलग अलग स्कॉलरशिप्स और यूनिवर्सिटीज़ जिधर बच्चे जा सकते हैं उसके बारे में, और उस वक्त मैंने वो माजी राष्ट्रपति डॉक्टर APJ अब्दुल कलाम जी को भेजी थी, और उन्होंने मुझे उसके बारे में काफ़ी प्रोत्साहन दिया। और जब वो पुणे में आए 2007 साल में, उन्होंने मुझे कहा कि आप 1 करोड़ बच्चों को जाके पहुंचो और उनको गाइडेंस दो, और उस माध्यम से ये संस्था शुरू हुई। मुझे आपको बहुत अच्छा लगता है ये बताने के लिए कि पिछले 15 सालों में हमने इस संस्था को कॉरपोरेट जगत से और कॉरपोरेट के साथ काम करके इंडस्ट्रीज को जो फ्यूचर रिक्वायरमेंट्स है उसके तरफ युवाओं को लेके जाने की कोशिश की। हमारा ध्येय है कि फ्यूल को आने वाले समय में यूनिवर्सिटी बने और युवाओं को पहुंचे।
सैकड़ों साल पहले, हजारों साल पहले भारत के अंदर स्कूलिंग की व्यवस्था तो तब भी थी, पर तब गुरुकुल हुआ करते थे। और यहाँ आज आने के बाद इस प्रांत पे इसकी में ऐसे लगा कि जैसे वापस गुरुकुल में आ गए हो। इतना सुंदर वातावरण, नेचुरल वातावरण और कहीं नहीं हो सकता है। ये बच्चों को इतनी कोई ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को शुरू से खड़ा करना, 10 साल के बाद में तो आपकी यहाँ लाइन लगेगी, आपको लोग पीछे घूमेंगे कि हमारे बच्चे को आप एडमिशन दे लो। पर आज जो ये बच्चे हैं, आपके मन में इन बच्चों को भी इतना ही अच्छा तैयार करना है कि कभी ये बच्चे तैयार होकर किसी फंक्शन में यहाँ पर बैठ सके। इस लेवल का आपको इन बच्चों को लाना है। और मैं आप दोनों से भी पहले मिला हुआ हूँ। मुझे लगता है कि नई डीन ने भी यहाँ पर ज्वाइन किया और भी काफ़ी लोग यहाँ पर आए हुए हैं। CSR फंड से भी जो कुछ भी आपको मदद मिलती है वो केवल फाइनेंशियल मदद नहीं है, वो आपके ऊपर भरोसा भी है। जो लोग CSR देते हैं वो ऐसे ही नहीं देते हैं, वो पूरा समझ लेते हैं कि हम कहाँ पर ये पैसा दे रहे हैं, किसको मदद कर रहे हैं, एंड दे आर श्योर दैट यू आर गोइंग टू सपोर्ट द सोसाइटी, you are going to help the society, and you are going to do your part of duty of skilling the children over here.
Fuel further strengthened its commitment to education to establish a university. Dr. Kiran Patel, renowned philanthropist, has come forward to support the establishment of the university and Fuel team.
The work done so far in India is amazing. But the next goal is to expand to other states in India, but more importantly, in developing countries of Africa like Zambia, Uganda, Tanzania, Kenya. The sole purpose and goal of both Ketan and I are to ensure that we can get the youth of today a meaningful employment so that they can be a successful citizen and contribute to the world in a positive way.
At Paranjpe Group, we want to contribute in whatever way we can for a nation building, and that is what Fuel is doing. With this MOU, we will be actually helping them grow their footprint from an institute to a university, and I am glad, and all of us are glad to be a part of it.
On the occasion, Fuel announced a strategic partnership with LinkedIn, represented by Ruchi Anand, to empower youth through LinkedIn Learning. The collaboration opened doors to endless learning opportunities, enabling aspiring individuals to acquire valuable skills.
We've also just recently released a Green Skills report at LinkedIn. And if we look at that, we are seeing that the demand for green skills is outpacing hiring overall in the last 4 years. And but what is really required is the pace of skilling for these green skills. And that's something that we are, as just overall as a workforce, there's an opportunity for us to really pick up pace there. And the work that Fuel's doing plays a key role in ensuring that students have access to those kind of skills. Of course, with with the partnership that we have with Fuel, we are ensuring that there are enough courses on sustainability. And how do we kind of make the workforce ready for these kind of roles, because like I said, almost a quarter of all jobs are going to change the next 4 to 5 years.
Fuel Business School strives to provide students with exceptional opportunity for social development and entrepreneurship.
While sustainability is important, diversity is important, building managerial talent and skill is important, all the things that the country wishes to achieve today, only if the right human resources available will it be possible. So this is the possibility that Fuel Business School has. In fact, we're looking to serve those that cannot reach to a good quality business school and get the right kind of education. There is talent everywhere in the country. It's a matter of finding them, giving them the right resources, giving them the right exposure, and I'm sure that our journey from, 5th largest to the 3rd largest economy in the world will be powered by the youth of our country.
Fuel Annual Conclave 2023 and launch of Fuel B School. Media partner CNBC TV 18. Fuel Annual Conclave 2023 and launch of Fuel B School. Media partner CNBC TV 18.
As part of the Fuel Annual Conclave 2023, 2 insightful panel discussions were organized, with the first panel featuring industry leaders from the HR field sharing their invaluable experiences and insights on talent acquisition in futuristic skills.
Let me come back to first Mr. Sanjay. What advice would you give to students in terms of acquiring and developing the necessary skills that are required to stand out in the job market?
So I would request youngsters to, first of all, is to decide what kind of a career you want to make. what do you want to do in next 3 to 5 years, and remain focused, because there are ample opportunities which are available. Once you decide, stay focused so that you will have your path. You know what is driving you, what kind of a passion which works for you.
What are some of the key challenges or opportunities that graduates in these fields might face when entering the workforce? Your perspective.
The first is a culture transition. Second is you need to make sure that you build corporate relationships. Okay? So we do have our emotional relationships with our friends, equities, mothers, fathers, right? Corporate, we need to have these relationships which are built on corporate level. Third one is upskill yourself each day. Yeah. What happens in corporate is now once we enter into a corporate world, we think we are done and dusted. Padhai ho chuki hai, and now we are there to work. No, absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. You have to learn every day.
Nidhi, the question revolves around how an HR leader grows into the organization, and a lot of people might be interested to get into HR as a role also. So from that perspective, plus overall, you could take up your own case study and speak about it.
I wanted to be in a profession that surrounds me with people. And what I didn't know is that the other part of HR, where it's not just about loving people that you need to be in HR. HR is a lot about just about loving people. HR is also about analytics. HR is about logic. HR is also a lot about having to withstand taking very tough decisions. Because sometimes you need to take very tough decisions and you become the face for the organization. So while it's a very important aspect, an attribute for an HR professional to be able to connect with people, it's just one of the aspects.
I want your advice to some of the youth here who take up core subjects in their graduation and how they can build their career in particular.
Continuous learning is the only key, because technology change is a routine matter. Now you know that number of cars coming in the market. You go in the market, you see different car. You go in the market, you see different handsets coming in the market. So definitely it is a challenge for all of us. Being HR is a big challenge to upskill of the employee. Because technology get changed, definitely we need to train our people again and we need to make them ready for the upcoming technology. So this is a major challenge, and I think for the candidates who want to make career in automobile or this industry, they need to keep themselves updated with new technology change, collaborate with the different colleges, get it, understand what is the technology coming, what car manufacturers are going to come, what type of car models are going to come. So I mean, we need to keep ourselves updated for going in a car industry.
When these students are coming into job market, probably this year or some may come next year, what tips you would give for them to prepare themselves for better for the interview?
One thing that I want to clearly state is that by getting a certificate, we become trained, we don't become educated. So we should strive for getting educated. By educated, I mean understanding the concepts that we are studying. So what happens is when we are looking to hire a fresher, what we are looking at is that the candidate has understood the concepts which have been taught for a particular subject, whether it is HR, finance, or any technical subject, marketing, etc. And have they looked at practical implications of those? If those things are there, then I think we have got a good candidate who again gone through a training in terms of the organization culture.
Any advice from you, being a HR practitioner, you will get thousands of CVs. What is that few things you see and try to keep them on your table, and rest of them probably throw them out of your place? So
when we are hiring or whatever we are doing within the organization, we have focus towards having an outside-in approach. So outside in is to understand where the industry is, what are the challenges this business is facing, where are we at this moment, basically the response of the organization to the external trends. Your altitude in life will be determined by your attitude and your aptitude, right? aptitude can be slightly lesser. You may not be as skilled as is expected, right? Skills can be learned, but attitude or matter of character is something very important. For any fresher to also believe and feel that just because I have arrived, ya fir 4 mahine ho gaye, why am I not getting to the next level? One really needs to understand that you have to give it time. You have to continuously learn. You have to learn on the job. You have to be, abreast with what is the latest in the industry.
The second panel discussion brought together industry leaders from the corporate social responsibility sector who shed light on the innovations and challenges in CSR with a specific focus on education and skill development.
Let me start with Satyaji. Having done your Masters from Tata Institute of Social Science, successful CSR projects and initiatives undertaken by your organization are creating a lot of impact on grassroots. And we as students and all the engineering graduates would like to understand what are some of those interventions.
First of all, thank you so much for being here, and it definitely make us 10 years back when we were attending sessions and hearing people, we know that we will reach here, and I'm sure that same kind of aspiration you should always have. So somewhere it started sitting in such sessions, asking questions. It starts there, having aspirations sitting there, stating I want to do this, and learning is a process, right? So that is very important. I started with an organization where vocational skills was the paramount of everything, right? When you want to enter a corporate, how you can enter is by getting those, getting skilled, okay? And that's also security to your, from an employment perspective. So this is how you bring certain cadre of people away from insecure job space to a job space.
Thank you so much. I think a great shift has happened in the CSR ecosystem. Can you share some of those innovative approaches you think for Lens?
CSR is fairly new in the terms of the 2% money that we get to spend with the communities. What is 2%? 2% of your profits, which is a compliance requirement. What changed dramatically in the last 10 years is the approach that we had to take as corporates to be more responsible, not just to dump our funds somewhere, but strategize largely, not just for the building the image of the corporate, but also with the communities.
Akanksha ji, you come from Fiat, and how do you balance that, and what method you use so that it also creates an impact at the grassroots?
Very rightly said, Fiat, being a multinational company, as works on the strategic approach of 3 Ps, which is planet, profit, and people. So we try to engage those activities of CSR wherein we are making an impact in the lives of people, which is also sustainable. So we try to cater and we try to focus on those activities which it will give us output and outcome, but also would give us the strategic way of looking into business and making an impact in the lives of people.
Aparna ji, you come from BPCL. How do you prioritize where to spend, how to spend? Can you give some heads up?
The first priority for BPCL or any sustainable program would be the community. Community for us has always been a center. We take care of the needs of the community. We identify the community. We find what is the necessity of the community. First priority. Secondly, since we are a PSU, we are governed by a lot of guidelines which comes from the government. Taking care of that. Since Niti Aayog's aspirational districts have come into being in 2018, we've been taking projects in and around a strategic aspirational districts, wherein we also have our business locations as well as, marrying these two.
Coming to Archika, there are youth here who wish to know about CSR as a career and what it really means as a probably in their student language, you can say that someone wants to pursue this line, and what is that, and what are the roles and responsibilities?
One thing which we have to think when we are talking about CSR is that it is basically, CSR professional is a person who is connecting community to the boardroom. So you have to be as humble as people on the ground, and you have to be as assertive and as professional as people in the boardroom. So you have to really be that connect between the two. So that is what you need to be a CSR professional. And I think a really, a passion and to kind of do something for society and to be somebody who is willing to go extra mile to connect with the stakeholders, connect with the community, connect with too many people to understand what are the real issues on ground is something which, that kind of appetite is something that, a CSR professional has to have.
Fuel stems from supporting the students, especially the underserved and less fortunate students, with the support of career guidance and skilling and entrepreneurship. And all those projects are being implemented by Fuel since last 17 years through the CSR support of various multinational companies and the financial institutions. And now we are stepping towards establishing the Skills University, where the entrepreneurship and futuristic skill development would be our main focus. So that really doesn't mean leaving the social space and that piece behind. In fact, we are going to add the new trending skills like green jobs and ESG piece into the university piece.
What exactly the managers require in industry is going to be taught to the students. It is also going to be focusing on internship and industry curriculum, thereby making them industry ready. And we are very proud that our industry partners have realized the potential of Fuel and have come forward. In fact, we have got an overwhelming response, and we look forward to partner and also identify young talent from India who wish to pursue management programs with us. Do look at us as a great opportunity, because we are going to bring talent from across the world.
As we bring this episode to a close, we reflect on Fuel's commitment to equipping individuals with vital skills for an ever-changing future. Through invaluable career guidance and scholarships, Fuel goes the extra mile to support and empower aspiring students, creating pathways to their success and personal growth. Fuel's business school scholarships to pursue PGDM, MBA and BBA programs are now open. Visit www.fuelbschool.com for more information.
Fuel Annual Conclave 2023 and launch of Fuel B School. Media partner CNBC TV 18.